Nominations will be open soon. Welcome to another episode of Checking In with Jeff Davenport, brought to you by SSVEC, Sulphur Springs Valley Electric Cooperative, serving our community. We are a community that loves our veterans, and up here in the San Pedro Valley in Benson, Arizona, sitting around a table filled with Benson royalty and Cochise County royalty and lovely, amazing people. I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm still trying to figure that out, but we have a very special announcement to make, and that is that the 2025 San Pedro Valley Veteran of the Year Award ceremony will be taking place this summer. And that's something that we get to talk about today. And kicking us off, of course, the Honorable Mayor Joe Konrad of the city of Benson, Arizona. It's so great to see you, sir. Thanks so much for taking the time to talk to us today about this. And let's just talk about your love for a minute of our veterans and our armed forces.
Thank you, Jeff. Hey, it's always great to have you over here. You forgot Todd behind the camera, so I'm going to throw in a plug for my friend Todd Ryan over there. Anyway, thanks for coming over. Yeah, it has a very special meaning to me. I have a son who's a combat veteran, so anything I can do in this community to support our veterans is on the top of my list. And I think we're at 12% veteran population here in Benson, so it's a pretty big segment of our population, and we're very aware of that. The things that we do here as a city, we focus on our veterans a lot. We do have some hiring practices that favor the veterans, so a lot of things that happen, and all for the right reason.
Well, without a doubt, and being able to open up something like this, a Veteran of the Year, specifically for the San Pedro Valley. This is specific to Benson, so, while you might be watching this in Sierra Vista or Douglas or Tombstone or Wilcox, this is literally just for our veterans, that 12% here that live in the greater Benson area, right? The San Pedro Valley.
Yes, that's correct. And again, like you said, we're proud to announce this 2025 Veteran of the Year for the San Pedro Valley honor, and it certainly is an honor for anybody out there that qualifies for this. And that's
the next question. How does one qualify? And Christine's here to talk about that. Christine O'Hara, here to talk to us about the qualifications for this, or how would someone go about being nominated or submitting a nomination for someone?
So, as we've mentioned, this is going to be for the San Pedro Valley, and that is going to include Benson, Mescal, J6, St. David, and Pomerine. We will have a nomination process that will start for March 1st and go to May 1st, high noon. The applications will be at City Hall, and they will be also available at the VFW. So you can stop by either location and pick up your nomination, your application there. Basically, the requirements to participate in this and be nominated is you need to have a DD 214 with an honorable discharge. We would like to have mentioned in the paperwork any military awards that you have won, any contributions that you've made to your community with regards to just helping out. If you're somebody that works for the soccer league and does coaching for soccer, anything that you do for your community that would be actually documented in the paperwork. The announcements will take place on Memorial Day. We'll make the announcement then. And then the next step will be that person will be participating in our 4th of July parade and any other activities that we have. It could be that they participate in our Lantern Festival as well and be a part of that.
Oh, I would say that'd be a great thing to do, because then you could say, oh, by the way, we also have the 2025 San Pedro Valley Veteran of the Year here.
That's right. It's very exciting about that. And then we're going to have a beautiful awards ceremony on around Veterans Day, which will be hoping for November 7th. And at that, they'll receive a gift card, they'll get a cash award, and they'll also get a celebration with their family and friends and dignitaries. So, and I'm going to pass that over to Jane so she can speak about the dignitaries.
Oh, Jane. So, well, Jane, first of all, before you talk about the dignitaries,
yes,
you're a
Jeff.
dignitary yourself.
I am not a dignitary.
Being here with you're Arizona Veteran Hall of Famer. Getting that award just recently.
Yes.
And so, does it take an award winner to know an award winner? Like, when you see these applications, there's going to be so many worthy people who will be in line for this award, a very coveted award, the first annual San Pedro Valley Veteran of the Year Award. board. I mean, you know, but before we get into that, let's talk about the dignitaries. I'm sorry, that's what you want to talk about.
It's all good, Jeff. I am thrilled that the Benson community has taken up this giant and very valuable community potential for the veterans here. We've always felt like this should have been and could grow to be a county-wide event where all of our communities in Cochise County pick up this model, and then at some point, and I'm just making this up, don't tell any mayor, we would have a big, huge parade with all the veterans of the year from all of our communities. There's veterans in Wilcox. We know there's billions in Douglas. Bisbee, our brothers and sisters in Huachuca City. It's just a great way for us to stop, recognize not only what veterans have done in their DD 214 years, but then how they continue to serve and grow and enhance the communities they've chosen to live in Cochise County. It's a wealth of knowledge and compassion and dedication to our county. So that's one of my goals. I was not going to tell Christine, is that eventually this would grow throughout the county. Obviously, Sierra Vista has had this program for several years, and we have a history list of our veterans of the years, and they have gone on to continue to serve. Some of them have gone on to be mayors. Some of them have gone on to be Hall of Fame recipients at the state level. But it's a great way to gather the positiveness of our work for veterans and recognize them. So what will happen is, as Christine and the mayor and Keith do a fabulous job of selecting this lucky person, they'll grow a history, they'll grow a legacy. And someday y'all might have a whole room full of these. I mean, it just gives you goosebumps for a community to take on this important process. And then there's big lunches and dignitaries are invited. I would invite, like the mayor of Phoenix and show them how it's done. Just teasing. So it's exciting.
We know the mayor of Phoenix watches us, follows us. So look, these are
they don't even know where
Cochise
County is.
So. What are you talking about? They say Sierra Vista. What part of California is that?
Yeah, exactly.
That's what they say.
Or
Benson.
Texas.
Oh, Benson. I think didn't I drive by there? Or it's like, come on, no. This is what the San Pedro Valley, the heart of the San Pedro Valley, is all about. And I mean, seeing this community come together in so many different ways that we've talked about before, Mr. Mayor, of events and things that the city does right here from City Hall. Chief Volker, can attest to the things that have happened here and continue to happen here. Making something like this for the veterans, Jane, it's just like you said, it kind of sets the precedent for the rest of the county to follow now.
Yes. And my goal eventually is that Cochise County begins to be labeled as a veteran-friendly county where veterans are thought of not only highly, but we stop and recognize their DD 214 work on active duty or reserve, and then how they contribute to making Benson better and better and greater all the time. So that's why I'm here, just to say that about our Mayor Joe.
Well, of course, and to offer that support there. So, Chief, to have you on the mic it's awesome. Thank you so much for joining us today. Thanks for being here. Talking about from a first responder standpoint, like all of our police, firefighters, EMTs, our frontline medical workers, the military, that is just as important. Our veteran community is just as important as those who serve in those other ways.
It is, and I started out with my 4 years of active duty service prior to getting into my last 34 years in law enforcement. And you see that often, don't you? Do you see commonality between those who serve? I see a lot of it, but I see that connection between the public safety and our veterans, because you're both giving and you're both serving. Different capacities, different aspects behind it. But it's huge for the volunteers as we move forward. That's why when we were first approached by this is so exciting for us, because we have a lot of veterans in the community. And for those of you who are watching or listening outside of Cochise County, there's a reason why people are moving to Cochise County, and one of them is the support of our veterans. And the mayor and council appointed me as the city manager about a month ago, and so this city is also embracing that whole public service volunteer attitude. And that's why this honor is going to be great for our community.
And first of all, again, thank you for your service, and thinking about all of those who serve. This is, I think Cochise County already has that reputation. I think thanks to Fort Huachuca and that being kind of a hub, and here in Benson and the San Pedro Valley, kind of between DM and Fort Huachuca, and a lot of veterans are around here. And I think that attitude towards them, that positive respect that they deserve for their service, like you said, not just the DD-214, but even beyond, and all the things that surrounded that DD-214. It's something very, again, I'm the proud son of a retired Army Lieutenant Colonel, so I mean, it's I understand the sacrifice of service from a dependent standpoint, and respect it, and can never thank those people who have served enough for what they have done for our country. So looking at something like this, obviously it's very exciting, as the city manager here in Benson, and your role, the police chief for all these years and everything, see as the applications begin to come in. Do you already have an idea for who those people, are there people that you think of that you want to nominate for something like, we don't have to say their names, but I mean.
I try not to select anybody, but I think any of our, I think we have 12% veterans within this San Pedro Valley. And so I would highly recommend you to nominate everyone, because everyone has their part. And the committee that we put together is going to look at those individuals and make sure it matches up for our very first annual San Pedro Valley Veteran of the Year. And
this is going to be such a huge deal. So we'll finish where we started here. Actually, we started with Mayor Joe, but we'll have you two talk about this one last time. So again, nomination process. People can come here to City Hall in Benson.
Yes,
people can
go. Have them at the City Hall.
Make sure you use there we go. Talking stick.
So we'll have them here at the City Hall at the front desk, and we'll also have them at the VFW.
And what are the dates? The time frame again?
The dates are March 1st to May 1st at high noon. So you need to have it in by noon on May 1st.
Are the applications only available in a hard copy? Are they available online?
No, they will be only in a hard copy, because we will need documents attached, which those documents should be the DD-214 and any other paperwork. If the veteran has received military awards, a document basically supporting why do you think they should be Veteran of the Year. And also, if they're involved, like I had said earlier, any other activities outside of the military realm, saying maybe they are a soccer coach or they do something, they're a school teacher, whatever it might be, that we have those participate in this nomination, because this is open to everybody in Benson, Mescal, J6, St. David, and Pomerine. So it is open to all of those locations.
It is the San Pedro Valley coming around, coming around the veteran community, Mayor Joe. Yes. And again, as mayor of this great town of Benson, Arizona, focusing on that 12% and giving them their flowers today, and then all the way through May 1st, high noon. This is the Wild West out here, and high noon on May 1st. That's when those applications need to come in, and then it will be decided on Memorial Day.
Memorial Day will be the decision, and then
give her the talking stick.
I'm sorry, talking stick. Memorial Day will be the decision, and we'll announce at the Memorial Day service that we have every year, and then after that we'll give the further directions of how it will take place. But then the most exciting thing around Veterans Day, we're looking for possibly maybe Friday, November 7th, would be the luncheon where we'll have the big celebration and everything at that point. But throughout the time of Memorial Day, from the announcement, they'll participate in the July 4th parade and anything else that we have going on here locally.
It's super exciting, right, Mayor Joe? I mean, this is something that, again, the community can really rally behind. While this is open to, for applications for veterans, it's the community who's going to nominate them, right? I mean, it's community members who know these veterans in the San Pedro Valley.
That's one of the things I wanted to mention, and we're certainly proud to anchor this here in Benson. But as you're out and about in Benson, you're going to see several veteran service organizations here. You want to get out and support those. They have monthly breakfasts and Friday dinners and and fundraising events, and that's how we can give back to those that served, is by supporting the veteran service organizations that support our veterans. So it's a community effort, and I think that's what Benson does best. We come together as a community, and we shine at these things.
Well, and this is the opportunity to shine that spotlight as bright as possible on the veteran community right here in the San Pedro Valley, in the greater Benson area for you. If you or someone you know are a veteran who lives in the San Pedro Valley, this is your chance to be the 2025 San Pedro Valley Veteran of the Year. Applications start March 1st, coming up this weekend, available at City Hall. And for more details, again, you can reach out to City Hall here in Benson and get all the information. But again, make sure you get the paperwork done, get all the paperwork filled out to your veteran, to the veteran that you're thinking of right now from the San Pedro Valley. Thank you guys so much for letting us check in with you today. And thank you for watching this episode of Checking In with Jeff Davenport, brought to you by SSVEC, Sulphur Springs Valley Electric Cooperative, serving our community. We love our veterans, and we love the San Pedro Valley, and it's all coming together for this great event, serving this area, those veterans who live here in the San Pedro Valley. It's their time to shine. The 2025 Veteran of the Year for the San Pedro Valley. It's exciting. Please do us a favor. Share this video around. Tag your friends. No matter where you're living, you could live outside of the Benson area to submit someone, right? So you don't need to live in Benson itself. So if you know a veteran in Benson, you don't have to live in Benson to be able to submit that paperwork and get them nominated, because nominations start March 1st. They end at high noon on May 1st, and it will be announced on Memorial Day. What better day to make it a proclamation like that? It's a day that we honor and remember, and we can celebrate as well on Memorial Day here in Benson and the San Pedro Valley for that 2025 Veteran of the Year Award for the San Pedro Valley. Thanks again for sharing. Thanks again for tagging. And as always, if you get added value from anything we do on Cool FM Live, please leave us a thumbs up and a follow as well. Have a great day, everybody. We'll check in with you again later on. You guys are awesome. Oh, man.
Thank you. Thank you.
This is so great.